I'm going to talk a little bit about epistasis today in this video. The definition of epistasis is the expression of alleles at one locus masks or modifies the expression of alleles at another locus. Let's break that down. An allele is an alternate version of a gene. A gene is a unit of inheritance, and a locus is a specific location on a chromosome relating to a gene. So more simply put, epistasis is when the expression of a version of a gene covers up or changes the expression of a different gene at another location on the chromosome. So we will say that the gene that masks the action of another is epistatic to the masked gene. Remember, this is an interaction between two different genes, not between two alleles at one locus. There are many types of epistasis. Today we will talk about single dominant epistasis. Single dominant epistasis is the form of epistasis when the presence of at least one of the dominant allele at one locus masks or modifies the expression of alleles at a second locus. A dominant trait is a trait that is observed when crossed with a non-dominant or recessive trait. Let's look at this example of jack-o'-lanterns. The parents will both have the genotype big A, big B, little b. The genotype is the allele composition of an individual represented by letters. The phenotype, which is the physical appearance of the parents, will be this. We'll discuss why next. In a situation with no epistasis, the ratio of phenotypes would be 9 smiley one tooth, 3 smiley no tooth, 3 frowny one tooth, 1 frowny no tooth. But because the action of the dominant A blocks the action of the B alleles, we now get 12 smiley no tooth, 3 frowny no tooth, 1 frowny one tooth. So we no longer get the smiley one tooth phenotype. The parent's phenotype is smiley and toothless because it has a big A, which is the dominant to the frowny face and blocks the action of the B alleles, preventing the appearance of teeth. If the individual has inhibitor A, it is stuck at the smiley face and toothless. If it does not have an inhibitor A, it has 2 small A's, but has 2 small B's as well, it is stuck at frowny and toothless. If it has 1 big B and no big A's, it will be able to be frowny with 1 tooth in the end. Let's look at this second example. We will cross big A, big B, with little a, big B, little b. Because one of the parents of this cross has 2 dominant B alleles, there will be no offspring that have 2 recessive B alleles, meaning that there can be no frowny, toothless jack-o'-lanterns resulting from this cross. The genotypes and corresponding phenotypes that result from this cross will be big A, big B, smiley and toothless, frowny, one tooth. As you can see, those 2 are the same phenotype because 2 of them have the big A, which dominates. The other 2 have little a's and big B. That's all you can get.